Networking is all about sharing and not taking. It's about forming trust and helping one another toward your goals. Regularly engaging with your contacts and finding opportunities to assist them will help to strengthen your relationships. Now, number one is networking gets you noticed and visible. If you are out there networking and being visible, who knows if you're not out there networking and being visible, who knows that you exist? You win the title of being the best kept secret, and who wants that title? If you are seeking publicity for your business, you need to be leveraging more networking. Being visible and getting noticed is a big benefit of networking. By always attending network and business events, people will begin to recognize you. This can help build your reputation as a knowledgeable, reliable, and supportive person by offering useful information or tips to people who need it. You are also more likely to get more leads and referrals, as you will be the one that people think of first when they need what you have to offer. Number two is networking builds relationships. Now, that is the purpose of going to networking events. Wouldn't you agree? To build relationships that you might have never gotten a chance to make if you didn't get out and meet people. You can talk to people on the phone all day long, but meeting that person face to face makes a world of difference. Network is about sharing, not taking. A lot of people get that wrong. It's about forming trust and helping others towards their goals. By staying engaged with your contacts and finding opportunities to assist them, it will help to strengthen the relationship. By doing this, you will sow seeds for reciprocal assistance when you need help with your goals. Remember, it's about serving first and not taking. When you serve first, people will be so appreciative and will go out of their way to help you. Once you have built a relationship with people, don't make the mistake of not of maintaining those relationships. It's very easy to fall out of touch with people. By maintaining contact with your current network and all people you meet, you will help grow your business and build your business also. And follow up, follow up with people on a regular basis. I repeated that 3 times. Follow up. I can't stress that enough. Have you heard about the saying that the money is in the follow up? Keep them up to date on you as well. Remember, don't make it all about you when you're following up. Ask and find out about what they are up to also. Always ask how you can help them. Give first without expecting anything in return. Number three, networking builds your confidence. By attending networking events regularly and pushing yourself to talk to people you don't know, it will increase your confidence. This is important as a business owner because your business growth is dependent upon talking to people and making connections. Now, if you're shy and introverted, networking will help you to get over your shyness, or at least put it in perspective and force you to get out there and be seen. Now, figure out what networking style works best for you. If you're an introvert, maybe you need to find a smaller networking group to attend, or you can meet people for coffee one on one. Everyone is just as nervous and as uncomfortable as you are, but you must overcome your fear of networking or learn how to control it. Plus, networking will help you become a better speaker, and that will build your confidence. Now, we are all public speakers and we need to work on our speaking skills. You don't have to step up on a stage to be considered a speaker. Every every time you talk to someone, you're public speaking. Networking is just like working out at the gym. The more you work out, the stronger your body will get. The more you network, the more you will strengthen your confidence. Now, let me tell you a story about a networking I went to and this person I met. I went to this networking event. It was a long time ago. It was years ago. And I was at the networking event. It was a nice networking event. I was there for about maybe 45 minutes or so. And I'm walking around talking to people, getting to find out what their business is, seeing how I can help them, and letting them know what my business was, and seeing if I was a good fit for them. Now, I just happened to see this one lady sitting over in a corner. She wasn't by herself. She was like sitting on a couch. There were other people that were sitting on the couch with her, but she happened to be sitting on the end of the couch by the aisle as you walked by her. So you couldn't miss her. And honestly, she looked like a deer in the headlights. She looked scared. I mean, it was just so obvious that this lady was scared and she was not used to attending networking events. So, some kind of way, I happened to walk over to where she was, and I was walking down the aisle, and I didn't have anything in my hand. And she slammed her business card in my hand as I walked by. Well, that caught me off guard. Number one, I mean, she never got up, she never spoke, she never told me what her name was. She just gave me a half smile as she slammed her business card in my hand. Well, I gave her a half smile too, and I just walked away. So I took a look at her business card, and to be honest with you, I'm just going to be perfectly honest. When I got by a wastebasket, I threw her business card in the wastebasket. Now, I'm going to tell you why I threw that business card away. Number one, that's not the way you network. She should have got up, even if she was shy, nervous, and an introvert. She could have at least got up and said, "Hi, my name is whatever, Nancy, Sue, Carol, whatever her name was," and reached her hand out to shake my hand. That was at the time when you could shake people's hands and go to the networking events in person. And I would have had a better feeling if she had introduced herself and asked me, "What is my name?" Just don't slam your business card in somebody's hand and don't introduce yourself and introduce your business. Don't do that. That's not the right way to network. So join my Facebook group, Support for Spectacular Speakers, where you can become a part of my community and meet other like-minded speakers like yourself. Now, number three is you need to be motivated when attending networking events. Now, what's your goal for networking? You should always have a plan and a reason why you're attending the networking event. Just don't go to a networking event to be there, to be seen, and to just talk about yourself. Nobody likes that type of individual. So, what you want to do is, like I said, have a plan before you go to a networking event. Some networking events, like a meetup, they will have a list of all the attendees who are attending the event and what they do. Like they could be a coach or a speaker or whatever, their business is. You get the idea. You can check them out before you attend the event. And that way you can make your plan of how many people you want to meet, who you want to meet, and make sure that you meet those people once you attend. So do your research before you attend the networking events. Have a list of how many people you want to meet, like I said, and make sure that you meet them. And make sure that you're motivated to see how many people you can meet, not just those, say for instance, if your research and your goal was to meet 3 people, well, meet more than 3 people. Meet as many people as you can, but make sure you do meet those 3 people that you intended to meet, and make sure that you help them out with referrals. Don't think about yourself. Serve and be helpful. That's a part of networking. And as you serve and be helpful to other people, it will come back to you. The thing about meeting people at networking events is they may not be a good fit for you, but you never know who can use your services, and they will reciprocate by referring them to you. And don't focus on trying to make a sale. Think about, who can I help today, not who can help me. Now, I met this lady at this one networking event. It was a networking event that I used to attend quite often, and it was a networking event for women only. Now, the host of the networking event told us to make sure that when you meet somebody new, to set up some time with them to, meet with them one on one and get to know each other's business. Now, she made a point of not selling your business to that person, but just meet them and get to know them. So I met this one lady at that event, and she called me up, and she, wanted to set up a time with me to find out about me and my business. So of course I said yes. And so she called me, we set up an appointment, and I met her at a Panera Bread. So I got dressed and went to the Bread and met her, and I bought myself a coffee, and we sat down, and I started talking. Well, we started talking, I should say. She asked me about my business, and I told her about it. And then I asked her about her business, and she explained to me about her business. We were talking about maybe 5, 7 minutes, and then she brought out this huge, network. Notebook. I don't know if you can see my hands, but that thing was huge. So I'm sitting there thinking, what is this? What the heck are you bringing out this notebook for? And then she brought out a tablet. And I'm thinking, okay, this is a bait and switch. Now, what I mean by a bait and switch is she baited me to get me to Panera Bread, but when we got there, she switched the whole subject, the whole meeting about her and making a sale. So she had this presentation she wanted me to sit through, through some multi-level marketing event that she was doing. Man, I was peed off, peed to the top pedosity. That was not the reason for our meeting. Our meeting was to learn about one another. So I sat there and I listened to her, halfway listen, let's put it that way. I halfway listened to her event, to her multi-level marketing spiel that she gave to me. Well, of course, I turned her down. I wasn't interested in what she had to sell me, and that was not the purpose of our meeting. So I got up and I left. And I'm thinking, well, at least I came here. You could have at least paid for my coffee, but that's what I would have done if I invited somebody out, for to meet. But anyway, like I said, I was teed. Now, I do know people who are looking to start a business, and I could have referred people to her. Now, what she had to offer was not for me. I was not interested in it, but I knew people who wanted to start a business, and I could have referred those people to her. Not saying that they would have signed up for her multi-level marketing thing, but at least I could have referred some people to her. That's what I'm saying. Think about yourself. Don't think about yourself. Think about how you can serve and help somebody else. If you're inviting someone out to learn about them, don't sell to them. That is an instant turn off. And number three is, number five, I do believe that was number four. Number five is, if you want to attend networking events, if one of your goals is to connect with key influencers, that was one of my goals. Now, if you want to connect with key influencers at a networking event, the first thing you should do is plan your visit to the event. Find out if the influencer will be attending that networking event. Go on their website and look at their schedule of events. Most influencers have a calendar on their website letting you know where they're going to be appearing or where they plan on attending. Now, see if they'll be speaking at a networking event near you or somewhere that you don't mind getting on a plane and traveling to and attend it in those days when you could do that. So once you get to the event, introduce yourself to them. Now, I know sometimes it's kind of hard to get to meet an influencer because sometimes they get in and they get out because they have other places to go and things to do. But if they are there and you see a chance to get to actually go up to them and meet them, make sure that you go up to them and introduce yourself. Sometimes they always have a lot of people standing around them asking them a bunch of questions. And if you just stand back and wait, you may never get a chance to meet them. So you're going to have to find a way to get up to them and introduce yourself. Now, once you do that, and if you pass your business card to them, don't ask them to schedule a time with you or contact you. You want to stay on top of mind with them, and eventually, and they'll take notice of you. Now, when I say you want to stay on top of mind with them, make sure that you go on their website and get their contact information, or if you were lucky to get a business card from them, make sure that from time to time you send them an article that you think they might be interested in, or just stay in contact with them in some type of way. Always something helpful that will be helpful to them, and constantly do it. Don't give up, keep doing it, and trust me, they will notice you. Or go on their Twitter account and retweet something that they retweeted, and make sure that when you retweet it, make sure that you're putting at that person's name so they'll be notified, that you really like something that they sent out. Or share their blogs or share something that they wrote on Facebook, just or LinkedIn. Just make sure that, and don't be fake with it. Be real, be honest. If you really like something that they did, make sure that you retweet it and be sincere in it, not just to get yourself noticed. Really be sincere with your retweets and your likes and your shares. And like I said, eventually they will notice you. Now, one key influencer can change your business and your life.